Hello, my name is Mrs Blackmore. I work at Monkton Primary School, so some of you will know me and some of you haven't met me yet. So hello to all the children from all of our 8 partnership schools, and I'm going to read you a story today. Part of my job at Monkton is to help children that are feeling a little bit worried or sad or angry or upset, and we're living in a really funny time at the moment where things are a little bit uncertain, and you're probably hearing lots of things on the news and things like that that might be making you feel a bit worried. You're not at school at the moment, so you're going to be missing your friends and your teachers and all the things that we normally do. So my story is chosen because it's a story that I read with children sometimes when they're feeling a little bit worried, and it helps us kind of understand that although we're not all together at the moment, we're all still connected. And it's called The Invisible String by Patrice Cast, and it's a beautiful story with beautiful illustrations, so I'm going to make sure you can see all the lovely pictures. Okay, and it says, "To the children of the world and the magic of their strings." Lisa and Jeremy, the twins, were asleep one calm and quiet night. Suddenly, it began to rain very hard. Thunder rumbled until it got so loud that it woke them up. "Mummy, Mummy!" they cried out as they ran to her. "Don't worry, you two. It's just the storm making all that noise. Now go back to bed." "We want to stay close to you," said Jeremy. "We're scared." Mum said, "You know we're always together, no matter what." "But how can we be together when you're out here and we're in bed?" said Lisa. Mum held something right in front of them and said, "This is how." Rubbing their sleepy eyes, the twins came closer to see what Mum was holding. I was about your age when my mum told me all about the invisible string. "I don't see a string," said Jeremy. "You don't need to see the invisible string. People who love each other are always connected by a very special string made of love." "But if you can't see it, how do you know it's there?" asked Lisa. "Even though you can't see it with your eyes, you can feel it with your heart, and you know that you are always connected to everyone that you love. When you're at school and you miss me, your love travels all the way along the string until I feel it tug on my heart. And when you tug it right back, we feel it in our hearts," said Jeremy. "Does Casper the cat have an invisible string?" Lisa asked. "She sure does," said Mum. "And best friends like me and Lucy?" asked Lisa. "Best friends too." "How far can the string reach?" "Anywhere and everywhere," Mum said. "So would it reach me even if I were a submarine captain deep in the ocean?" asked Jeremy. "Yes," said Mum, "even there." "Or a mountain climber?" "Even there." "A dancer in France?" "Even there." "A jungle explorer?" "Even there." "How about an astronaut out in space?" "Yes, even there." Then Jeremy asked quietly, "Can my string reach all the way to Uncle Brian in heaven?" "Yes, even there." "Does the string go away when you're mad at us?" "Never," said Mum. Love is stronger than anger, and as long as love is in your heart, the string will always be there. So even when you get older and you can't agree on things like the movie you want to see, or what game you want to play in the back of the car, or what time to go to bed, oh, that's right, you two should be in bed. And with that, they all laughed as Mum chased the twins back to their beds. Within a few minutes they were asleep, and even though the storm was still making the same loud noises outside, they were fast asleep. As they slept, they started dreaming of all the invisible strings they have, and all the strings that their friends have, and their friends have, and their friends have, until everyone in the world was connected by invisible strings. And from deep inside, they now could clearly see no one is ever alone. So, although we're not all together at the moment, and you might not be seeing your grandparents or your aunties or your uncles or other members of your family, just remember that we've all got an invisible string. So all the teachers at school and all your friends, we're all connected together, and soon we'll be back together again. But in the meantime, just know that we've got those strings and we're all attached to each other and connected. It could be that you draw a picture to share with your mum and dad or your carers at home, and think about everyone who would be connected to the string in your heart. So some of you might have lots of friends and family and grandparents and cousins, and all the important people are connected to you. You could draw a picture, and then it could remind you that although you're not with them, you're still connected to them by your invisible string. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.